Hello everyone and welcome to my chart appraisal videos on Tuesday the 15th of May with me, Richard Perry, market analyst at Hantec Markets. There's been a recovery actually in the dollar overnight, and that's come as treasury yields have started to tick higher. But you can see here across the board really we've seen sterling coming back, probably something to do with the move ahead of earnings growth, but the yen being primarily the key underperformer. And we can see here that the dollar has sort of ticked higher into the close yesterday, and it's continued higher today. And the driver behind that being the fact that treasury yields are back higher again, above 3% on the 10-year yield. And the 2-year yield continues to climb into the mid 2.5 area. And yeah, we're still seeing this dollar strength. Now, that dollar strength is impacting across the gold price, which is back lower. That was above 13.20 again yesterday. That's now down at 13.10. Yeah, this is sort of beginning to affect across markets again. So the dollar moves are still key. This all comes ahead of retail sales today for the States, which is the big number this afternoon. But ahead of that, we've actually got a whole swathe of data actually today. Let me just go through it quickly. We've had the Chinese data mixed, let's just say that. Retail sales missed expectations at 9.4%, but the industrial output, industrial production was better than expected, so balancing really the two halves of the economy there. And then through this morning, we've got the UK wage growth. That is going to be key for sterling. It's expected to increase to 2.9%. Unemployment expected to stay at 4.2%. We've also got the Eurozone GDP data, which is the second reading of GDP for the Eurozone, expected to be reiterated at 0.4%. And then this afternoon, retail sales for the States is key. 0.5% ex-autos for the month, which actually would take the year-on-year data to 4.5%. So that would be a pretty decent number if that were to be seen. So retail sales in the US continues to climb and improve, and that if that were to be achieved at 0.5%, that would be a decent signal there. So lots of key data today to go on. Now, my chart of the day is Euro Yen. Now, Euro Yen has been interesting because the euro has been strengthening. Well, back end of last week it was strengthening against the dollar. It just ticked lower a little bit as this week has kicked off. But against the yen, you can still see that climbing, and it's actually forming a little uptrend channel, which shows better on the hourly chart. But certainly you can see here the little sort of run of higher lows continues, run of strong positive candles. Yes, we sort of ticked back from that initial look at the old pivot at 31.15. 31.15 is this old pivot, old lows, which again, interestingly, sort of could well come back into play. Has previously been a turning point, so watch out for that. It's just had another look at it this morning and just backed off, but a close back above it would certainly improve the outlook. And then reopen sort of 32 figure again. But look at the momentum indicators, stochastics rising after a bull cross, MACD lines and RSI looking to sort of pull higher as well. So this is a decent rebound we've seen on Euro Yen. And you can see that on the hourly chart, whereby you're seeing higher lows and higher highs, seeing positive configuration on the hourly RSI as well, above 40, positive configuration on the hourly MACD lines as well, stochastics rising. So it looks like a retest of 31.35, which was yesterday's high, could easily be seen now as the market continues to sort of run this recovery. 30.50, interestingly enough, I've sort of put here as a bit of a sort of base pattern really. Sort of was certainly considered to be a resistance in the past week or so, and breaking out above that is now become the basis of support. So that is your sort of first line of real support, I would say, on the hourly chart, 30.50. Although I suppose yesterday's or the overnight low 30.75 is worth looking at as well. But 30.50 is a sort of a little base breakout, and you could measure that sort of around about 125 ticks, which gives you 131.75. Again, sort of up towards this 132 figure. Again, another pivot area on Euro Yen. So this recovery continues to sort of develop on Euro Yen. It looks pretty decent. So with that in mind, I wish you good luck in your trading, and I will speak to you later.